Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint or Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screens. Either way, we're all the same. Now, a few things I want to talk about really quick when it comes to the new screen paint we will be launching. Also, too, for those of you that are waiting for your tracking numbers, as I said before, tracking numbers are coming. Please be patient, and thank you for your patience. We do appreciate that because like I said before, we had to change everything. Everything had to be changed because of COVID-19 on how we ship our packages, how we do things, how we resource, and how we get product. Everything had to be changed because companies we used to deal with, we can't deal with them anymore because maybe they don't have the product that we need or maybe in back order. And it just came a little bit crazy here and there. But we finally got everything together. We got companies we can source from. We've got a new shipping method on how we have to ship things out. So if you haven't received the tracking number yet, you will receive one. Just be patient, you will. Now, as I said before, and I just said a few minutes ago, we can see it here, I didn't say here, but when I was over on Facebook doing a live demonstration, I explained to them that if we weren't caught up and things weren't running well with us having the ability to be able to ship out packages to our customers, you would have never seen a Supreme Black ever. We have to make sure that we have everything running, everything doing well, because we can't bring out a new product if we don't have the means to be able to source it. If we don't have the means to be able to ship it, we can't bring it out. So since everything's running well and the way we're doing things is working well with the company, we can bring out a new product. And this is why you're seeing the Supreme Black Ambient Light Rejection 12. Now, I had somebody email me and say, hey, what about, is it an upgrade to the 9? And no way on any planet is this an upgrade to the 9. It's just not. 9s have a kind of bronze, kind of gold-like screen. They fit in a category of themselves. You can't compare them to black. You can't compare them to gray. You can't compare them to white. They fit in a category by themselves. So there's no point doing a side-by-side comparison because 9s are completely different. A 9 can be rolled on or sprayed on. This application for Supreme Black has to be sprayed on. It has a milk-like texture to it. There'll never be a roll-on version for it because it would basically mess up the ability of what the product is designed to do. We can't add anything in there that would thicken it or whatever because it would pretty much probably damage the product itself. Now, how this has to be applied, and there will be instructions if you decide to go with this super jet black screen. You have to spray this on, number one. We do advise you using a Wagner paint sprayer. It's a controlled sprayer. Some people are intimidated by paint sprayers, but Wagner is pretty much the comparison of using an aerosol can. It's very easy to use. It's a 2-coat application. You don't have to put a heavy coat on. Also, too, it does require you to prime the surface. If you're using plexiglass, glass, wood, whatever, you have to prime the surface with a form of gray, not white, gray primer. It doesn't have to be gray primer. It can be gray paint. It doesn't make a difference as long as the surface is gray before you coat it. All right, so I'm going to put my foot in front of my projector really quick just to show you how dark this screen is. Like I said, they are super jet black. I would even say OLED. Black OLED projection screens, because look, this is my movie sofa right here, and look how black my movie sofa is next to that black piece of plexiglass. I mean, look at the color. The color looks absolutely beautiful. And this is on a 720p projector only. We're using a 720p. So I'm using my Casio 720p projector. I'm doing it the last couple of demonstrations. I will be using the ultra short throw. All our screens are ultra short throw compatible, so you don't have to worry about that, whether it be 8, whether it be 9, and whether it be 12. All right, so let's start off with a few demonstrations here and show you what we got. Now, the reason why I'm doing this on a 720p projector, to show our customers that you don't have to spend the money for a 1080p or for 4K. You can use a 720p projector and the screen's going to look incredible. And it's the same thing that goes for our 9 technology and 8 technology. They have that ability to make 720p projectors look amazing. And I've actually had customers come in and ask me what kind of projector. I don't want to spend a lot of money. but I want a good picture, and I'll advise them to get a 720p projector. I'll pay that one back later. Now, I just did this demonstration live on Facebook and added a few other things in there. So if you check out in the bottom of the comment section, you will see live Facebook demonstration, and you can see it live. Now, this is considered to be a super contrast screen, all right, or screen paint. So it's designed to bring you the most blackest level possible when it comes to a screen. The screen is darker than 8, and of course it's darker than 9 because 9 is not in the category of black or gray or white. 9 has a category in its own. Now, I'm in the process of hopefully, when the PS5 launches and we get a price on the price of how much it's going to cost, I'm going to customize me a plexiglass screen coated with the 12 technology. Step back, you see this on the 720p projector, fully lit environment. And we're going to do this on ultra short throw. Now, the launch date for this, for the Supreme Black, will be available on the 3rd of July. Also, too, the price, like I said, is going to be very reasonable. Somebody came in and said, I bet you it's going to be like $500 or $600 for a quart. I'm sorry, sir, but you are sadly wrong. We are trying to make things very affordable for our customers. 1 quart of this is going to paint a screen size of 100-inch to 120-inch. Price tag for that will be $160. 2 quarts will paint a screen size of 100-inch to 140-inch. That price tag will come in at $187. $186. I think it's around that price, $87 or $86. And this makes it extremely affordable for our customers. Now, you got screens out there that have this kind of technology. 100-inch would easily cost you an easy $4,000 or $5,000. So next, we're going to do the short throw, ultra short throw demonstration. That is the Optima GT 5600, which I have sitting right over there. Mind you, this is a 720p projector. That's it. Now, I like to do this because I want to show you what's in my projector settings, because some people may think, okay, the screen's set black. He has to have the brightness all the way up. Contrast has to be all the way up. That projector has to be on the highest settings. So, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move my projector over to my screen over here. This is the 9 technology. And we're going to go into the menu. Bring up my menu real quick because I want you to see my settings in my projector right now. So, my brightness is at 16. That's it. There's my brightness. Not all the way up. It's actually very low. My contrast is -1. Everything's in standard. See right here, color mode standard. Everything is in normal, as you can see. Then we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to show you. Now, keep in mind, my projector is 2,500 lumens, and it's only at 16 brightness, and it's sitting in eco mode level 1. So it's in eco mode. So consider that I'm at 2,500 lumens, and I'm sitting in eco mode. So, just want to add that in there really quick so you can see that, because, you know, in the past I've had people say that my settings in my projectors were through the roof, and that was the only way that I could produce an image so bright on a black screen, that I would have to have the brightness all the way up in order to do this. And I showed you my settings, so you can see that my projector sits in very low settings. Most people that have their settings on their projector are somewhere in the 30s or 40s, but mine sits only at 16, at 25, and it sits in eco mode. And this is the distance. It sits back from the screen, so we're about a good 9 feet back from the screen, and as you can see, fully lit environment, and the image comes up perfect. Now keep in mind, all our technology has this capability. 9s, 8s, all have that technology to produce images in fully lit environments, so you don't have to worry about your screen washing out or fading. Now look, let me show you something right here. This is a demonstration of a coral reef, right? Now, this is what I want to show you. Now, usually most people, if you had, and this is all our screen paints, they all do the same thing, but most people, if they have a 720p projector and they have a white or gray screen, this is what they'll pick up from their screen, from their projector. Now, you see how washed out the image looks right there on the white screen? Contrast doesn't pull up, color doesn't pull up, nothing pulls up. Now, just imagine, if you will, if this whole entire screen right here was all white, all right? And you have a 720p projector right here. The first thing you're gonna think is, okay, the minute I turn the lights on, the image is washing out. So of course you gotta be in the dark, because that's the only way you can get a decent picture. So you're thinking to yourself that it has to be the projector. So I'll go out and I'll get 32 or 4200 lumens, I'll get 1080p, I'll get a 20,000 to 1 contrast or 10,000 to 1 contrast, and I should be able to pull off better picture quality, better image, the whole 9 yards, and it's all going to look the same. It's going to look much, much better than what I have with the white screen. Keep in mind, if all this is white, even if you do change your projector out and you get a new projector with better upgrades to it, you are still going to get the same washed out, bland image, because it's not the projector, it's the screen. It's the projector. It's a knockoff. Then it's your projector. But if it's not, if you're not seeing that, your projector is a name brand, and this is the image that you're getting, even if you do upgrade, you're still getting that same image, and we'll prove that with the 20,000 to 1 1080p projector here later on. But if you're still getting the same image, there was nothing wrong with your 720p to begin with. It was your screen that was giving you the problem, because If I'm doing this on a 720p projector and my image looks like this, that means that your white screen or gray screen that you have at home, it's not your projector, it's your screen. That's why I can sit here with a 720p and produce an image like that with no problem in a fully lit environment. And that takes a lot of guesswork out of people that go crazy looking for projectors, and they go nuts. They go try to figure out if they need 1080p, if they need 4K, if they need ultra short throw, long throw, if they have to have 3200 lumens or 3600 lumens or 4200 lumens, and they go through all this craziness. Mostly on the projector, they want a projector with a high enough lumens and they want that 1080p or 4K. I'm doing this on a 720p projector with 2500 lumens in eco mode, and my settings are all set way low. So it just shows you that you don't have to go through all that madness when it comes to trying to find a projector. I can go on eBay and I can pick out a 720p projector and it's going to look amazing on my screen, and you're watching me do it right now. Now, I did this same demonstration over on Facebook Live. If you care to check that out, like I said, check out the link below, because some people feel that when I do demonstrations that are pre-recorded, that maybe there's some editing involved. You can go check out the live demonstration, same video, same demonstration, and I did that live with people watching the demonstration. Now, also something too I'm going to show you at the end of the video. For those who've been asking me about smooth surfaces, some people feel that they have to have like a very smooth surface. I mean, you don't have to. If you have some imperfections and stuff in your wall, you're not going to have to worry about that at all. This stuff is designed to mask anything, such as our 8 and 9s. They have that ability to mask anything. So I'm just going to show you some natural skin tones. Put a little bit of everything in there for you. Keep in mind, that's a 720p projector running. Now, something I'm going to add really quick. I'm going to come over here real quick. I'll show you the different angle gains there and there. You don't have to worry about the image it's going to pull up. Regardless, this is on Plexiglass, as you can see. So right now I'm getting ready to take the shots for the website. This is the paint right here. Now I'm going to shake up a little bit. You can hear it. It sounds like milk, doesn't it? Because it's very, very thin. So this is a 2-coat application. 1 quart, as I said, it's going to go for $160. We'll paint a screen size of 100 inch to 120 inch, 16:9, 16:10. 2 quarts are going to go for, I think it's 187, I'm pretty sure. That'll paint a screen size of 100 inch to 140 inch, 16:9, 16:10. Now, I said before that this is a different application, and when you apply it, it takes 2 coats. They don't have to be heavy coats. 2 coats. Also, too, you have to prime the surface first. So any form of cheap gray paint, because it has to be gray, any form of cheap gray paint or primer doesn't make a difference. 1 coat is all you need. Let it dry and then apply this, because it allows it to be able to marry better. All right, then paint it on a white screen. It marries well if the surface is already gray. All right, so with that being said, I got to take the pictures and get ready for this for the website and do the specifications. Got the camera all set up to do it all professionally. And I use my frog tape that just tape here and there without peeling off paint from my kitchen wall. And the back of it, as you can see, is plexiglass right there. And this is, I guess, I mean, I wish I could call it OLED screen paint because it's very close to an OLED screen. And like I said, this is at 2500 lumens, so I'm not using the 200 lumen Sony VPL FH30 or any of the more high-end projectors I have here in the house. I'm just using the 2500 lumen projector at 720p. All right, so launch date for the screen paint will be July the 3rd. We will have free worldwide shipping with it. We will ship anywhere in the world. For those of you that are waiting for your orders for your 9s and 8s, don't worry. We're going to have that taken care of. Why do I have a shirt on the floor? We are going to have that taken care of. As I said before, we have to have a new method on how we ship things out, but it is working. If it wasn't working well, if the method wasn't working well, and we're still having problems being to get items shipped in or items sourced in, we would have not have launched a new screen paint because that would have been a complete headache to bring something out knowing we don't have this taken care of. Now, mind you, we've had orders in our account since March 11th, so we're getting everybody taken care of. We now have a system that works. We have orders going out left and right, so if you haven't received the tracking number, you will. And we do thank you for your patience. We really do thank you for your patience. But like I said, we're just getting all this taken care of for everybody. Now, I had somebody asking about swapping out for this technology. As I said before, it's not going to be the same. This is not an upgrade to the 9. 9 sits in a different category by itself. As I said before, you can't compare that screen to a black screen. You can't compare it to a gray screen or a white screen because 9s have a strange color to them, like a kind of bronze kind of color to them. So it doesn't fit any category. It sits in a class of its own. The 12 sits in a class of its own because the 12 is a spray-on application only. It does require for the surface to be primed a gray first. Gray paint, gray primer doesn't make a difference, and it has to be sprayed on. I suggest using the Wagner 150. It's a very easy sprayer to use, especially if you're intimidated by paint sprayers. It's kind of the equivalent of using an aerosol can. But this is for people who want that absolute super jet black screen. This is what this technology is for. Oops, I bumped my projector. Just want to show you how dark the screen is. I love doing that just to show people how dark that screen is. It's like super, super dark. But as you can see, for a screen that dark, it produces nice, natural, beautiful colors. Image is not dirty. And you get amazing, amazing detail. And my projector here has an 800:1 contrast. So contrast isn't something that is needed when it comes to this kind of technology. Some people feel if I don't get that proper projector that has a high enough contrast, I am not going to be able to see true black levels. Alright, so I'm going to turn my projector off here. And I'm going to show you the surface that I coated. And it is plexiglass. So, see, it's plexiglass right there. And some people feel that the surface that they're using has to be perfectly, I mean, it's up to you on how you want to do it, but my surface is not perfect. As you can see, I have all kinds of drips from paint in the surface, like so, all kinds of imperfections in the surface, so you can see that for yourself. And all our technology is designed to mask the surface, to mask it, so you don't have to. It's designed so if you have any imperfections in your wall, you're not going to be able to see it. So all of our technology does that. That is super black, isn't it? That is a super black screen. But yeah, as you can see, quite amazing. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I got orders to take care of for my customers, emails to answer, and to start getting set up to get the next batch of orders out. All right. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you for your time. Be safe out there, and God bless.